Hello, my 420 Spot family. Happy Wednesday, and it's going to be windy today in Denver, Colorado. Here is what is in the news today for April 6, 2022. Top things to know. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, DNY, said he is reaching out to Republicans to see what they want included in a federal marijuana legalization bill he hopes to file towards the end of April with Senators Cory Booker, DNJ, and Ron Wyden, DR. The House and Senate just do not talk to each other, then we see. Idiots. National Institute on Drug Abuse Director Nora Volkow said the Schedule I status of psychedelics has made it extremely hard to do research on the effects of substances like psilocybin and has slowed down the process enormously. The Washington, D.C. Council narrowly defeated a measure to effectively legalize recreational marijuana sales by letting adults self-certify for medical cannabis without a doctor's recommendation. Concerns were raised over separate provisions to crack down on unlicensed businesses. The Illinois Department of Financial and Professional Regulation reported that recreational marijuana sales have rebounded following a dip in the first 2 months of this year. March saw the state's second highest ever monthly adult-use cannabis sales total. A new federally funded study found that feeding hemp to cows helps reduce their stress levels and results in them spending more time lying down. The U.S. Border Patrol said it will continue to take appropriate enforcement action against those who are encountered in possession of marijuana anywhere in the United States despite New Mexico's legalization law. Every House member of the Congressional Black Caucus sent a letter urging Senate leaders to hold a vote on House-passed legislation to eliminate the sentencing disparity between crack and powder cocaine. Representative Dave Joyce, R.O., said he plans to file legislation to protect Indian tribes' marijuana programs from federal interference. Representative Donald Payne, DNJ, gave a House floor speech about his vote in favor of a federal marijuana legalization bill. Representative Josh Gottheimer, DNJ, delivered a House floor speech about his amendment to a marijuana legalization bill to fund research on technology to detect impaired driving. Representative Debbie Dingell, DME, tweeted, "Thankful my bipartisan Medical Marijuana Research Act passed in the House tonight. This important bill will remove barriers and empower researchers who will educate us all about the potential benefits and risks of marijuana use. It's high time we get this done." Representative Jamie Herrera Butler, RWA, expressed skepticism about drug harm reduction policies during a House hearing. Representative John Yarmuth, DKY, spoke about public support for legalizing marijuana. Kentucky Democratic congressional candidate Connor Halb live tweeted, "Hal Rogers is more interested in continuing the prison-industrial complex than improving the lives of his constituents. I will vote to decriminalize marijuana for the people. Time for a change." The House bill to expand marijuana research got 2 new co-sponsors for a total of 11. New York Governor Kathy Hochul, D., tweeted about regulators' new cannabis public education effort, as did the Assembly Majority Leader. Utah Governor Spencer Cox, R., tweeted a video of the Health Department director discussing medical cannabis oversight. Georgia lawmakers failed to reach a deal on legislation to reform the state's medical cannabis business licensing system by the end of the session. The Louisiana House of Representatives debated, but did not vote on, a bill that would reinstate the possibility of jail time for minors caught possessing marijuana. The California Senate Business, Professions and Economic Development Committee approved a bill to require cities to allow medical cannabis access, either through delivery or storefronts. Separately, the Senate Public Safety Committee approved a bill to increase penalties for water theft or pollution related to marijuana cultivation. A Pennsylvania senator authored an op-ed saying she is concerned about how fellow lawmakers are considering legalizing marijuana. A Colorado Republican Senate candidate says he sold marijuana while in college. The Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court will hear arguments in a case about municipal marijuana licensing jurisdiction on Wednesday. Rhode Island regulators issued a recall of medical cannabis products from Summit Medical Compassion Center due to significant presence of Delta-8 THC. A consulting firm hired by Arkansas regulators to score medical cannabis business license applications is being sued for allegedly steering licenses to certain companies while failing to disclose conflicts of interest. Washington state regulators posted questions and answers on new cannabis quality control rules and timelines. Iowa regulators sent a reminder that the 2022 hemp licensing window closes on April 15. The Illinois Criminal Justice Information Authority included an update on its cannabis-funded community reinvestment grants program in its annual report. At least 8 marijuana and drug reform bills are scheduled for committee hearings on Wednesday. Today. A study concluded that while earlier studies suggested that marijuana legalization is associated with increased levels of use, emergency department visits, and traffic fatalities, our findings suggest that marijuana legalization did not increase marijuana-related treatment use in the United States. And that's the news today. Thank you for watching this video by my420spot.com.